Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. So, yesterday, I just finished watching Loki, Season 2, Episode 2, and I enjoyed it. There's a lot of elements you need to understand to grasp the situation at hand. But other than that, all blah, 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 blah. With all that situation with Sylvie and pruning bombing, the timelines, the multiversal timelines is a huge deal. Because like when you have like so many branching timelines that reached red, or that was reaching red, or the red line, it kind of becomes hard to know exactly where to branch. Honestly, to be 100% honest, I don't think you can branch. You can bomb a branch, a timeline branch, or whatever they're calling it, entirely. Yeah, you may have erased a bunch of like timeline period pieces, like like for example, if I branched a timeline, right, I can only bomb. I could erase and change a lot within that branch. I think. I don't know. I'm no scientist or time traveler. I just like time traveling movies and sci-fi movies and TV shows, things that make you think. I'm no scientist. Science was not my thing. I'm surprised I passed high school with the amount of times I skipped, ditched, played sick, or just didn't show up. But then again, I was kind of the ladies' man class clown, if you will. It was very interesting. It was a very, very, very interesting episode. Now with episode 3 dropping tomorrow, or coming out tomorrow, I'm excited to see what happens, even though we are going to be like almost, we are at that halfway point starting tomorrow where everything just, but I can't stress this enough. Loki season 2, I feel like should have been a little bit longer than just 6 episodes. But then again, I'm not Kevin Feige. I don't have the plan that is the multiversal saga in front of me, so yeah. I'm just Kevin Midall. Your friendly neighborhood nerd that just wings everything and just goes with the flow. But honestly, I enjoyed Loki episode 2, and this phase 5 started out pretty bad, but it's kind of a little shaky at this point. It's funny because, like, phase 4 started out good, ended terribly. And now we're kind of seeing it kind of play out the opposite way, where phase 5 started out bad, and it's gonna end good. Like, I have hope for phase 5, or the end of phase 5, because there's just so much that is going to happen, and like once we get done with phase 5 and phase 6, all of our eyes are going to be opened. Like, the whole entire phase, the 3 story arc phases that's going to happen is going to make so much clear sense that we aren't going to see it, you know, which I have hope for, because like, which I like, because yeah, we don't have all the pieces, you know, we don't have the full picture of what's happening yet. We have some of the pieces that is going to happen in this saga, in this multiversal saga, or yeah, multiverse saga, because like this saga is huge. There's a lot you have to go through. There's a lot you have to canon, re-canon, retcon, re-retcon. There's just a lot of moving pieces that we don't fully understand yet, and Marvel is having that problem as well. So it's kind of a tricky situation to understand and get when we don't have the big picture. We only have like half of a fraction of the picture that is the multiverse saga. And whether you like Marvel, hate Marvel, or are in between Marvel, or in the middle of like hating Marvel, liking Marvel, or in love with Marvel, whatever, just know that there's a lot Marvel has to do within this saga, and also be on track and produce a bunch of stuff. Plus you have the writer's strike that just ended, that was going on. You have the actor's strike that was going on, that's going on. Plus Hollywood is still recovering from the situation that was COVID. So that also plays a factor into everything as well, because COVID played a massive part in the direction that all these big movie studios were shelling out. And when COVID happened, everything just blew up. And Hollywood was just pressed. And that's why we kind of had a bunch of like Marvel content, DC content, just being pumped out like nonstop. So I understand from a standpoint of like being creatively like time, like we have to get this out. Just get it out. We just have to get it out. We can't delay anymore. We can't wait anymore. This project has to be out before anything else. Just get it done and just get it out. Just get it in, get it done, get it out. And that's what I feel like was the biggest downfall of Marvel lately, is that, like, you know what, we are pressed for time, we're on a time schedule, we can't worry about this right now. We just have to get it out. Just get whatever, just get what you have and just send it. We will worry about everything later. And that's what I feel like has mostly happened within Marvel. They and the CGI problem with Marvel is a big factor into that, because like when you are like when you're pressed for time, you can't really worry about, oh, you know what, we have to worry about making this perfect. You can't stress that, you know? And when you have a deadline, you're supposed to make it, or at least try to. Which I try to do, you know, by making these videos and these episodes for you guys. But it's it's definitely a lot, which I don't blame Marvel for. But then again, I was feeling like stressed, like super stressed with the amount of Marvel DC content that was just coming out. And like, they weren't good. And like, they may have started out pretty good or pretty decent, but the final product was lackluster, to say the least. But then again, there's just so much that we as fans, as like comic book fans, as like movie lovers and movie goers, cannot comprehend. Like, you gotta kind of step out of your, we have to like try and learn how to step out of our fandomness and kind of think what it was like while everything was going on, and that's kind of what I feel like as fans we aren't really doing too much of. Like, we as fans aren't really seeing the day-to-day stuff. We're only hearing about what's going on. We're only hearing about the troubles and what's going on. But we're not actively doing the job of what's being done, We're not writing the scripts. We're not producing. We're not executive producers. We don't see we're not the directors. We're not the camera people. We're not the special effects department, When we're not like there, when we're just hearing this stuff or these things, we criticize Marvel or DC for shelling out lackluster stuff, and we kind of put ourselves as like, oh yeah, we should know what we're talking about. We could do better. Honestly, I don't think we can. Because there's a lot of things that we as fans don't know and we don't understand, and that we don't see the day-to-day stuff. We don't know the plan, and things have to get reshuffled and this, that, and the third. That we kind of, as fans, I feel like we have lost that spark because we're always in demand of what we want our shows, our movies to be like, And as fans of certain products and companies and like brands and heroes and stuff like that, we kind of lose ourselves within the shuffle of everything that is being put out or is being worked on, you know. And that, I feel like that's a big, big problem, you know. Fans aren't blah. Fans aren't always right, just like the customers aren't always right, you know. But we have to keep in mind that we don't know what's going on. We don't know exactly everything that is being put out or is being worked on or is being written and whatnot. So we have to stay hopeful and trust the process that everything is going to work out according to plan or somewhat of a plan, you know, because when you trust the process of what's somewhat the plan, things kind of become clearer when we don't think things are gonna be clearer. So it's definitely a learning process. It is a stressful time within Hollywood and whatnot, but that's the industry that we love to talk about. That's just the nature of the business. We as nerds and fans and people as a whole have to work with or just do, you know. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys so far for right now. Please like, share, subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks. Bye.